All right, we've got 3 minutes till go time. So, while we are waiting on this, while I'm getting this set up, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, coronaries, I don't care, whatever, hit me up here. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on Twitter. DJ Feeblelicious. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are enjoying the show. These are the rantings of a woman who, I don't know, is fed up, quite frankly. I'm all about taking care of the people who need to be taken care of. I'm all about being safe and healthy. But at what point do we give up our freedoms so that way the government can rule us? Not me. No. Give me liberty or give me death. I've been incredibly lucky because my particular job, I am considered a essential employee. So, that said, my life is okay. We've been working from home since just before this shit hit the fan. Excuse the expression, but it's an accurate description. We are going to be also live on Spoon Radio. If you've never been to Spoon Radio, go to spooncast.net. And from there, select at the top of the page of search for Feeblelicious. That's right, Feeblelicious. I'm getting everything set up. That will be the unfiltered, mostly unfiltered broadcast. You can also hit me up on Discord. I have been gaming more. Yeah. I wish I could switch the lens here so that way you guys could look at a little something else other than me for a minute. Not likely. I guess there's a few new features that have popped up on Spoon as well. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. As you can see from the purple, it's still in there. It's been almost a month since I dyed my hair, I think. I don't even know. I'm not quite sure. We are going to be going from 8 o'clock to noon today. And who knows, maybe this afternoon I will play some of my records because I found a whole bunch of them. And yes, the coffee is creamy this morning with a little. Oh, screw it. I'll just go with my original cover, my cover that I always have on here. Boom, baby. We are back. And welcome to the Morning Brew. This is your host, VP Veronica Atwood, streaming from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to the Morning Brew. It is April 18th, 2020. And this morning we're going to be listening to jazz, classical, and blues music. Good morning, Salvatore. We are getting out of this funk. And a lot of us are still in a funk. Struggling with this quarantine. But don't fear, it's going to be over. I know in my own state we're seeing the number of cases start to drop day by day. Last Sunday we had 645 cases. We had a few days where it was real bad, but yesterday it was 700. And people are still staying home. Robert, welcome. And we are also streaming live on YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are going to go ahead and get started with some music as well. I've got a few different things. Some great music that I heard while I was kind of taking some personal time here. I certainly do. Got my big ass cup of coffee. See that? See that? Be a little wild, it says. And yes, it's as big as my head. This coffee cup is as big as my head. And it is filled to about an inch below the rim. So, yeah. I got my coffee. I got my brand new microphone that I've been fucking around with. I actually rearranged my whole setup. Well, not completely, but I rearranged it quite a bit. So that way it could make things a little bit more interesting. Of course, I also have a whole bunch of instruments that I ended up finding in the process of all this. Some moving things. So yeah, don't be surprised if you hear like me sitting there and fucking around with little instruments. Hey, tomboy girl, welcome. We're gonna dive right into some music here this morning, though. I don't like to make it all about me. I like to make it about the music. Less talking, more music, right? That's what I like to say. Don't mind me though if I happen to wander away for a second because I'm going to put my feet in a foot mask because I can't obviously see my girl who does my pedicures. So instead, the next best thing is a foot mask. It'll help get rid of all the dead skin on my feet, which there's a ton. Gross. So gross. Thank you. We're gonna start up some music here, and I might be pulling out my records later on the day, so we can do vinyl afternoons, vinyl evenings, vinyl. It's a lot of old stuff. In fact, it's really funny. While I was cleaning everything up, I was playing it, and I was like, "Holy crap! I forgot all the stuff that I had." It's basically a thumb piano. I don't know if you can hear the reverb from my voice. Apparently, I've got a reverberating voice. Echo. Anyway, moving on. I don't worry about that. I just walk barefoot a lot. My countryside ain't gonna change. Good, good. I wouldn't worry about it, but it's I don't know. I missed getting that done because it's a little bit of a way to spoil myself. Welcome, Clario. You have autism. Well, hopefully you enjoy this music. I don't know. Try not to sit there and judge people who have diagnosed things. To me, you're just a person. Everybody's a person. So, welcome, hiking. Alright, let's get into some music this morning, though. YouTube, folks. I don't know if there's anybody watching. Pretty sure there probably isn't. But if you'd like to join me, I will put the address in the comments here for everything. If you want to look me up on YouTube, it is Feeblicious, just Feeblicious. I am live right now. We're gonna be playing some jazz, classical, and blues music this morning, and taking a few different breaks in between to talk about stuff. But also, we're gonna be taking a few little breaks to do some local weather forecast for you. So if you want to know what your local weather forecast is for the next 5 days, drop your city and state below. I will give you that information. Moving on now. Here is beginning of Feebleicious Radio. I'm going to start out with some classical this morning. This is Andante Festivo. This song is actually by the Metamorphos String Orchestra and Pavel Loibov. I'm not sure if I said his last name right. I'm sure I didn't, but sorry. All right. Thank you. Actually, those are not paintings on my walls behind me. Those are actually my tapestries that I have. I bought them online. And I know Aventress or Esmeralda has this one over here. Oh, I can't really show you guys. And then the other one, because I love the stars. I really love the stars. That one up there, that's another one. That's just a galaxy one that I got off of. Oh, what did I get it off? Got off of Amazon. I think I got them both off of Amazon. I don't know. It's been so many transitions, so little time. But anyways, yes. So get some jazz music up in here, as well as some blues. I'm not even sure. We'll put some. We'll play some Nina. Oops, we're gonna play some Nina Simone, Blackbirds. We're gonna play that first. Then after that, we are going to be doing some blues music as well, and some classical. So if you hear something or if you know of a classical jazz or blues piece that you would like to hear, please go ahead, drop it below. I am taking requests, but only for those genres. So if it's not one of those genres, I am not going to play it. If you would like to tune into my all request hour, I do an all request hour on Wednesday nights from 10 to midnight. And I also have my audiophile Wednesdays. I'll be resuming that again. We're going to be looking at some different things, different artists, things like that, different people, different genres of music, and then I'm going to be starting to do some guest hosts, including my buddy Blake, who is he's kind of he's kind of political, um, but he's also a really good friend of mine who's in the film industry as well, and he's a professional photographer and videographer as well. He has a couple of shows on YouTube, including Redonkulous. If you are interested in watching something that makes you think, and his host there, Pop, he actually does everything from relationship advice, mostly for women, because I guess mostly women mostly ask for advice, and it's actually kind of funny. Um, and then through political stuff and breakdowns of what's going on with what's really happening right now. That is redonkulous.com. Warning: is not made for children. There are naked women who, well, not naked women, but there are women with their butts exposed on it. So, because whenever he says "but," yeah, he shows a picture of a naked woman. Not a naked woman, but a woman's butt. So yes, there's that. It's actually mildly amusing. I don't know. I found it mildly amusing. But check them out, Redonkulous. You can. It's called Pop, Popp, Pop Culture. Big gun advocates and everything like that. I am too. And in case you don't know already, I'm all for the constitutional rights of us, um, as American citizens. We have the rights. Our government is here to help us and allow us to enforce those rights. And the It's Robert. That was redonkulous.com. Redonkulous.com. But yeah, it's great. They do all sorts of little shows and stuff like that. Sure. I'll type it on here. I'll put it in the comments here, and then my buddy Blake, he's gonna be coming. He's gonna be joining us. Redonkulous Terrence Pop. So I'm gonna share that. It's my buddy. He does this, and actually I'm gonna share the most recent thing because the thing is he actually gives a lot of facts and stuff like that, which you know most people don't like facts. They like to sit there and not have facts. So there's that. They suck. People suck. People suck. Not gonna lie. So I'm sure that. Hey, Karen, welcome. Type the website on here. He has uncensored stuff that is actually been posted on a couple of other sites too. But yeah, eventually at some point I'm gonna have my buddy Blake join me for an interview at some point. I gotta arrange it with him. He's got a kid. He's not working right now because he's also a photographer and everything like that. Actually, they. Hey, I know it's about time, right? About damn time. I'm back. I managed to call myself out of my little pit of despair. It was a rough couple weeks there, guys. Anyways, okay, we'll get back to some music here shortly. But let me know what you guys want to talk about. Drop what you want to talk about. Hit me up here. Hit me up on YouTube. I am going to be streaming music and everything like that. I'm going to be playing some Nina Simone next. This is Blackbird. Play that next. Then followed by some jazz music. Not really sure what I'm going to play yet. Next, as far as that goes, platypus anatomy and behavior. I don't know, man. I mean, it's got a duck bill, so we can probably draw some conclusions. Oh my god, Robert. We can probably draw some conclusions. Anyways, okay, moving on. Going on to some music. YouTube folks are getting muted. Sorry, folks. But I don't want to get dinged. Okay, here we go. Shit, guys. Oh, sorry. I guess I better be careful with what I say. So I am actually looking at some of the different things that have changed with what's it called, the spoon. So now they have this cool little neat option for weather, well, for scripts and stuff like that. So that's pretty sweet. I'm excited about that because that keeps me from having to sit there and type the same thing all the friggin' time. Um, yeah, so that's pretty neat. I'm excited about that. Cool, cool, cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. That makes life a little easier. So, brava, bravo, bravissimo, bravissimo. Spoon. All right, got more music coming at you, but got some requests for platypus anatomy and behavior is interesting, but I think it's probably much like that of the duck. I don't know, but did you know not only they a mammal that lays eggs, and also they produce milk, but they're also highly toxic. They're poisonous. Yeah, that's right. They're poisonous. What? How? Anyways, maybe I'll have some more tidbits on platypuses. I don't know. That is an interesting topic. It might be worth a listen. It's almost as bad as watching or listening to a Tiger King when you're trying to do homework for your environment and energy class. It doesn't work very well though. I'm not gonna tell you. Platypus, platypus, platylove, platylove, platylove. Anyways, okay. I'm feeling like putting on something happy. So, I'm gonna play It's Wonderful by João Gilberto from the album Amoroso. And then we're gonna get to some classical music. So here we go. This one. Oh, yay! You're on the air. Yay!
Okay, so if anybody really liked that song, um, it sounded like a really bad impersonation of NCRS.
Oh, that one. I don't know.
Marvelous.
Well, he's Brazilian, so I mean, you know.
Wow. Oh my God, I missed you.
I missed you too. This has been a crazy man. I needed a
Never,
minute.
you don't write, you don't answer my Instagram
I'm
calls.
sorry. Well, I took a mental health week. Felt like a mental health month, but I kind of needed it because, whoo, man, I'm just gonna tell you.
It's fucking crazy here in Michigan, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, you betcha. This has been a very it's been interesting. That's for sure. I don't like it.
Yes, it's never a dull moment when 3 o'clock rolls around.
Uh oh.
Governor Hitler.
Yes.
It's just waiting to see what comes out of her mouth.
Oh, me too. I'm always waiting to see what she's gonna say or what she's not gonna say, but she's basically implying, "You are peasants. You will do as I say." Ah, bitch.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
sorry.
much. Pretty much.
I was me and my mom, my sister were actually seriously considering going to that rally. I would have.
No.
We were thinking about it. We're like, well, we all have the day off. And I was like, no, that's an all day thing. I can't do that. I got other things I got to do.
Non-essential driving, ma'am. Non-essential driving.
Right. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't justify it. I can't justify it. Hey Ed, welcome. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that people actually went to you know, I'm glad that people went to go do the rally because first of all, it's our right. We have that
Well,
right.
yeah, it is.
And if we see that our rights are being infringed upon, we should stand up and we should say something about it. We shouldn't take it standing down because if we do it for one thing, how much more are they going to do in the future?
Right.
You know, people sit there and they I don't know. I have no problem with people protesting. In fact, I'm glad that they did. Um, that's their right. That's everybody's right. We all have that right. We have the right to speak our mind, and we have the right to be safe doing it too. The only thing I don't like about it is I wish they at least did do some more PPE because then she couldn't bitch about it and be like, "It's all your fault." It's like probably not all their fault, but you know, I don't know. How are things up there in Houghton?
Yeah.
That great, that good, huh?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Man.
It's it's getting towards Paracon season and Psychic Bear season.
Yeah.
Season. Everything just keeps getting canceled.
Well, you know what we should start doing because I'm actually considering maybe on my one community starting to do like a uh, uh, I don't know, maybe doing like a maybe doing live broadcasts for people that way they can kind of promote themselves and everything like that. Or
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know. I gotta talk to some of my moderators. I have no access to that account anymore because I got locked out and I there's nobody else who can be a moderator, and I can't create any moderators because that account had everything. Um, so it's not awesome, and I can't.
Nope.
The worst part is I can't get access to that account anymore because one of the people that I had as my backups or the trusted contacts She can't remember her password, so I can't get my password reset.
Yeah, I would just make a new one.
Yeah, it just sucks because I have like, well, the one I have over 2,500 people in the one group, and yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Um,
Well, the radio broadcast has been keeping us busy, so
that's good. That's good. Well, Karen, you're always welcome to come on my shows. I know I haven't been around though much, but I will start being around more often now.
now you notice that, Robert. She's like, "You're always welcome at our shows." When was the last time she was online?
I know. I'm sorry. I know. I'm so bad. So bad. I was, but I did listen the other day. I was like, oh, this is awesome. That was good stuff. Guys, check out Karen's radio broadcast that he does. Um, I can't remember the name of the site though, so I'm always glad when you
it,
actually
it,
share it because I'm so bad with
it,
remembering that stuff.
it is on Blog Talk Radio. It's Anchor for the Soul Paranormal Network.
Yes, and Blog Talk
Robert,
Radio.
he's like, "Yeah, 6 months ago."
Months ago, yeah, 6 months
Feels
ago.
like it though.
It does. It does seem like it. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's only been 30 days, people. 40, maybe 40 days. 40 days? I don't know. I don't know. My days are running together. My months feel like they're stretching out into years. March was like the longest fucking month.
Well, all of us here, we keep having to look at our phones to see what day it is,
Yeah, me too.
or turn on the Weather Channel. You know,
Right, exactly. It's crazy. I never thought,
back in
I never thought,
back in the day, back in the day, we used to have Channel 3, where you had the scrolling TV guide, and it gave you the time and the hour,
yep, yep,
the day and the hour.
day and the hour. Yeah, it's I needed it was really bad because I was like, especially with, I don't know, if anybody has any family members who are like, oh my god, Christ is gonna come, shut up, okay? First of all, some of us aren't ready to go yet. Okay, me and God are good. It's not about that. It has nothing to do with that. I We're not gonna know if you believe in that. We're not gonna know. There's no, you can't predict it. So mm, yeah, that
There's
got me
no way
really
to.
that got me really down. That got me really really down. My sister sitting there and like going, "Oh, you're bitter and angry," and I'm like, there is nothing in my text message that was bitter or angry. I just said, God is our judge. Please leave me alone. Please stop touting the fact that you think that this is the end of the world because you're just depressing me. And I don't really need to be depressed right now. I'm already having a
Mhm.
hard enough time. So, yeah, that was the mental breakdown that I had.
Right.
Enough. Enough is
And
enough.
then everybody on Spoon is talking about the Rona. Like, can't we just talk about something fun? You
Right.
know,
How if we do something else? Like, what are you doing during this time of your unintended sabbatical? Come on.
yes, and she did say God is
Yes.
our judge.
God is our judge. No man can judge us. So,
Oh well, unless you do something bad and you go to court.
well, yeah, but I mean, that's beside the point. That's beside the point. I don't know if it is, but it tends to make one forget the question. Have friends who say drinking is the answer to everything. I have friends who have uh I have friends who say that drink is the answer to everything. And well, actually, so the I actually learned about evil apples. Oh, also, if anybody wants something fun to do, evil apples is kind of fun. There also is Cards Against Humanity, which you can play on a website instead if you have a laptop. But I I don't have the patience to sit there and fire up my Surface all the time. It's sometimes I just want to get shit up on my phone and just sit there and scroll and do shit in the meantime.
Uh-huh.
But Evil Apples, if you guys want a fun game, it's really. I mean, if you are easily offended, I wouldn't advise you to play the game. But if you have no problems and you're not easily offended, play Evil Apples. You can invite friends and stuff like that. It's pretty awesome. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Unless it crashes your phone.
yeah.
You do 2 rounds and then.
Which I don't, I don't think it was actually. Well, maybe it was because it was the end of the round because there was only like two. I think there was only like two or three left when you joined, anyways.
Oh, okay.
So it could have been that it was like, hey, it's the end. Goodbye,
Right.
kicking everybody out now. Because yeah, so only if you're not saved, he's not going to judge his children. It says that in the Bible. Yeah, well, the Bible says a lot of stuff. I not. I mean, I'm not gonna discredit it, but I started watching this. I started watching this documentary with my mom about. Um, it's actually on Masterclass. So not Masterclass. What did I buy? It's so I got this subscription for 3 months from for the great courses. Karen, if you want to watch it, if you want to borrow it, you let me know. But so on this particular subscription service, they actually have different courses and stuff like that. My mom's really big into like religion and things like that, so we started listening to. Actually, he's a theologic. He was what is he? He's an archaeologist. He's a theologian and everything like that. But he talks about the Bible as literary work and explains it as a literary work, which is actually very interesting. It's very, very interesting, very cool. Um, and it was so funny because he's like, honestly, like this was written by the Jewish people, and this is the myth, the of course Adam and Eve story. He's like, it's a myth. Myths are meant to explain things, so it's not to be taken literal. And I was like, well, yeah, of course it's not meant to be taken literal. I always kind of figured that, but it's it was interesting because he's like if you're sitting there and you're reading this, you actually listen. God has a sense of humor. He's like, what, suddenly you're naked now, you're just realizing this? Who told you? Who told you that was wrong? Who cares? So I don't know, it's just kind of funny though, listening to that sort of stuff. And thinking about it, it kind of changed my perspective a little bit more on the Bible, which is kind of funny. So I don't know, but it's interesting. So, but they have other stuff on there too. It's a lot like the master classes. Um, and they do have like food and music and all sorts of other stuff on there. So, comedy?
Yeah, definitely. Send me the link in your info.
Yeah, I'll give.
Private, and
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
yeah, I will give it to you because it's so cool. There's so much. Unfortunately, there's so much to watch, but the other really cool thing is they have like PDFs of information that you can download and you can keep either on like a PC or whatever, and you can work through and use it as notes too. They're actually like college courses. It's kind of cool. So
Oh, cool.
yeah. So I,
Jason can make you wake up naked. Yes, Robert. Robert, you're saying so. Oh, he has that. He has that Yoda picture. God damn it.
he sure does. That built Yoda. Built Yoda. So funny. Kills me all the time.
Yoda and Buff Yoda now.
Baby Yoda and Buff Yoda. Sounds good to me. I don't
Yeah,
know.
even all my Wiccan friends, they're going insane because they can't get together for Sabbath or anything. And
Right.
I said just do a virtual Sabbath on my Skype or Zoom.
Yeah.
There's all these other platforms everybody can use.
There's Facebook. There's all sorts of other things that you can use. They have one, I guess it's called House Party. I want to check that one out because I heard it's probably like the best one ever. I don't know. I don't know if it actually is or not, but you know, That's cool though. So Spoon has some new things on here. Welcome. I have no felon. Okay, so no feeling, no felon. I don't know. Um, so they have like scripts now that you can put on. So rather than having to type the same damn thing over and over and over and over again, you can update it and then just tap it, which is really cool. Um, so kudos to Spoon for doing that.
And I see we're getting a facelift on the 21st.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting. I don't know. I kind of like the new changes that they've made so far. It's pretty neat. So, I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. Oh, well, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful. And hopefully it just keeps on getting better and not worse. Um, I got a new microphone for my YouTube channel, so that way I could actually direct sound a little bit better.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually working or not though. I think it might still be using my PC one, so we'll see. But you know, we'll find out soon enough. Maybe at the end of this live. Karen, what are you watching over there?
Lana.
Aha! Yay! I love that one. Do you need Disney Plus? I have Disney Plus. If you want Disney Plus?
Yeah, we have it.
Okay. So I have. Huh?
Well, they have it, and then my ex Tom, every time he gets a new account for something, he's like, he sends me username and password. I'm like, what is this for? I got Disney Plus, or I got DC Universe, or I'm like, he's like, I'm bored. I can't go outside.
You can go outside, just can't go. Well, I don't know. Where is he at?
Minnesota.
Oh, okay. I think that they're actually in. Aren't they in like stricter than we are?
No, we're stricter. We are one of the most restricted states.
Oh my god.
Besides, like, LA, New Jersey, Connecticut.
Right.
Because, like, Gaia and Chalupa, they're still in Florida.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of all this. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. I don't know.
Well, yeah, we can say all we want. Nothing's going to change. It's going to be Mother Nature making it right, I guess. I don't know.
I think so. I think you're right with that. Robert says infrasound. Um, no, it's not infrasound. I don't. It's a. It was a. I don't know. It was a Japanese one that I got. I actually only got this new microphone because I wanted I actually only got it because I actually just wanted the arm that it has because I have a new rig for the. I have like actual a studio setup now. I have an actual studio setup now, which is awesome. It has a microphone. It's got the arm that straps onto a desk or whatever. You can adjust it. It's got the condenser and everything. Uh, it's got the filter, so that way it gets rid of pops and snaps and things like that. Um, but but it's cool. I'm excited, and I'm actually gonna start. I'm actually going to start working on some more music and actually playing my guitar more and maybe my violin and try and actually record some stuff. Maybe write some music with a little time. I don't know. I mean, I might be going back to work on May 1st and going back to the office, which would suck because I'm gotten pretty comfortable. I don't like this whole idea That's
They live
ridiculous.
out in the boonies. I mean, they live, outside of the city. So, they're worried that, there's another big storm coming. They're going to lose power.
Oh yeah, I would be worried too.
So I told my cousin Gary, I'm like, you are turning into your grandmother.
I would just be like, did you even bother to talk to them at all?
They're like best friends.
No, no, no. But I mean, like, I would talk to her. I would have been like, to my cousin. I've been like, did you even bother to try and talk to them at all and see what they were doing up there? Because that's ridiculous. I don't know. People are overreacting. I mean, we had a neighbor who they were getting their trees trimmed. I don't care. People can trim trees, whatever. But the guy fell out of the tree. I watched the guy fall out of the tree. And I was working at the same time, so I'm trying not to get distracted while I have a trainee on the line because I'm training at the same time at home and everything like that. And I hear my mom sit there and start freaking out and screaming about how the guy needs to go to the hospital because he fell about 25 feet from the tree. His harness failed him, and and my mom's like, I'm gonna report him. Like, don't report him. Like, you know what? Let them do them. Let them do their thing. They're gonna have enough problems as it is. So, uh, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. You can't really do. I don't. I'm not gonna report somebody for breaking this because it's dumb. It's just dumb, honestly. Um, I wish people would use more common sense, but that's a superpower. So. Oh yeah, yeah. It was I mean my sister, she works downtown Detroit, and she was sequestered for 14 days downtown Detroit. Hey Jonathan, I'm doing all right. But my sister was sequestered downtown Detroit for 14 days, and she ended up coming home. Actually, she got tested for COVID-19 just last week because they're like everybody's got it. Everybody that's working down here at Detroit Edison, they have to get tested. We don't care. Or well, no, they didn't. They gave him the choice. They said you can get tested or you don't have to get tested. But my sister decided, you know what? I'm gonna get tested because I want to make sure that I'm not gonna take it in, and I want to make sure that I'm not gonna expose my mom, and my sister to it. So um, so she went and she did get tested. It came back negative. It was a 15-minute test. But she was sitting there and she was talking with the paramedics and stuff like that. They said that they had one particular guy. He was a diabetic. He showed no symptoms. The only thing that was going on was that his sugar was all over the place. Like they could not get it. So they took the test for him to make sure that he was okay. It came back negative. Then he died. The next day he came back positive.
Wow.
So I mean,
Yeah, it's scary.
it's just it's but on top of that, she was saying that she's like, you go downtown Detroit, these people are just walking around. They're running around. They're in big groups. They just don't care. All of her coworkers were sitting there and they're like, well, I'm not going to take the test. I don't want to get sent home because right now they're making a lot of money because they're getting hazard pay. And but those people are not also practicing social distancing. They're not doing anything, and they're in the demographic that is the most affected by this, and they all have health problems, but they don't want to go and take care of themselves because they don't want to miss out on the money.
Like my friend Brad, I don't know how Brad's been on this trip, but Brad, and he's an EMT.
Okay.
And his company went from having 26 EMTs. They're now, I think, last night they're down to 9. People are just getting.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't blame them. I don't think nobody wants to get this. Nobody. But I mean, but it's not a death sentence for everybody either.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Like he worked like 5 days straight working double, sometimes triple shifts.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't shock me.
And I'm like, how are they letting you do that? Don't you have to be like, conscious and aware of your surroundings?
Right. Not during a
So
pandemic.
he says he's gonna hold out as long as he can, but he's even getting scared
Yeah.
to, especially when they go into like a nursing home and shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's understandable. I mean, well, I mean, first of all, you're exposing yourself, you're exposing others, especially, I don't know. I mean, I'm,
It's like when we go to Walmart. I mean, this is the first time this month I've been to Walmart, and we wear gloves.
mm-hmm.
We sanitize our hands in the van, and then we put on gloves, and then I mean, seriously, we sanitize gloves, and now our Walmart up here is bulk spraying all the shopping carts now.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, and it's like a maze getting in and out. Shit's roped off, and I'm like, coffee aisle, all I could get was a bulk creamer.
Oh.
And Jason and Rod are they're kind of like semi remodeling the kitchen. She goes, this big thing's not going to be on my counter. I said, I'll just take it back because like the coffee aisle was wiped out.
Oh my god. That would kill me.
Like, screw this shit. I mean, sorry, didn't mean to swear.
No, I don't.
I know you're sensitive about it.
Oh, I don't care about the word shit or anything like that. As long
you're
as
not going to tell me what to do, Phoebe.
That's fine. I'm not gonna try and tell you what to do, anyways. I just try to censor myself.
I'm old enough to be your father, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got siblings that are in their 50s, so almost.
You didn't have to say it out loud.
But it's true. I mean, technically, I could. So Jonathan asks, so question, does anybody know how to check the death rate of the flu and corona for the season? You know what's the funny part is? And I think it's funny is because I am still in that Michigan Against Excessive Quarantine group still, but they're saying they have a lot of different funeral homes and coroners and stuff like that they're sitting there and they're saying that on the death certificates they have seen all these different things come through where instead of putting on the you know the actual cause of death, which is complications from corona or from COVID-19. Because a lot of these people that are dying are people who have had cancer or have cancer and they're not able to get the treatments. They're not able to do anything else. They're just lumping them all up and they're just putting them in as deaths from COVID-19. Which, okay, it's that first.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No,
I'm going to totally disagree with you.
No, I mean, I don't mean it's okay. Like, I mean, technically it's a complication, but it's not the main reason why the person died. They're not doing the post-mortems like they should be. So they're inflating the numbers so that way we can get more money, which is basically just our governor sitting there and trying to pad her pockets while the rest of us get fucked over. Excuse expression, but it's true. So and then on top of that, I mean, I'm sorry, the woman is gunning for getting what's it called with Joe Biden, and I don't know. I'm just.
Well, see, that's like the situation here. We have Jack, who's medically fragile and has to have dialysis 3 days a week.
Oh God, poor guy.
Well, the transportation company, what was it? They picked him up Monday, and then called Monday afternoon and said, we're shutting down. I mean, don't even give us a week's notice.
Oh my God.
And so I had to drive them all the way to West Ranch and back twice a day. And thankfully
yeah.
His insurance company found a new transportation service. So,
thank God.
Because he would have to leave here at he has to leave here by 6 in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
And it takes me a good, half hour to 45 minutes just to wake up. And that's as if he doesn't need to have a shower and the sugar's good enough for him to eat.
Right. And everything like that. And then you got to make sure. My dad had diabetes and also was on dialysis for 10 years. So I know. I understand. Probably wasn't as bad as your patient or as your client, but yeah, it was bad enough.
Well, even the community mental health homes up here, people are getting overtime and everything because everybody's scared to, bring anything in or out of the homes.
Yep.
Especially, the workers that have children.
Yep. It's scary. It's
like a movie. That's all I tell people. I said, I'm just waiting for the zombies to start showing up.
Well, we'll just have to keep on watching China. Not that they would report it or anything like that. Assholes.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Let's talk about sexual devices. I'd rather talk about that.
Yes, let's. Adventurous! Oh my god.
Is she finally on here?
Yeah, she is.
It's about time, girl.
She's over. She's over on the west. She's in Reno. She's in Nevada, so near Reno.
Robert, I hope the zombies come over. Shush you.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? I don't. They have guns as non-essential here, and I don't have a gun, so. And I can't go buy one because all of our gun shops are closed. So please don't wish that kind of problem on me.
Well, that's like they even shut down the tobacco stores.
Right.
But yet the marijuana dispensaries are still open.
Yeah. And
don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm a big cannabis advocate. I'm a cannabis user, though I haven't been able to in 2 months.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Because my guy is scared to leave his house.
Oh yeah, I don't.
And he's like, "Well, you can come over." I'm like, too many people. He lives with like 10 other people. I'm like,
no way. No, I wouldn't do it.
I'll just go it out. But my friend's bringing me gummies, so
that's always
good.
I mean, I heard that they have like services that now deliver.
Not up here though.
Yeah.
Our county will not allow dispensaries.
It just I don't know. You can smoke grass, but
you called it grass. Oh
yeah,
my god.
Yeah,
you're too young to call it grass.
You can smoke grass, but you can't mow it and you can't grow it. So.
Right. Like we just got like I told you last time we was streaming. We got the front yard done and started landscaping, and we had to stop.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it's like, okay, well, Robbie goes like, well, we could do it. And I'm like, no, not even gonna take the chance.
Yeah, it's not worth the fine. It's really not.
And my friends that are landscapers, they're fucking dying right now.
Well, this is their time to make money. That's the thing. It's like
this small business, grant, whatever. 7 of my friends just here in Houghton Lake that have applied for it have been denied.
Oh my god.
Like, my friend owns a resort, and I'm like, well, why did you guys say? And she's like, I got denied. I don't understand why. And I'm like,
And yet, all these big companies that are still open and everything like that are probably getting the money, the kickbacks, because they're considered essential. Sorry, and they're still open, and they're still operating, and this and that. Sorry.
And I do feel bad for some of the big box stores because, like Walmart, I mean, they're short people because they're afraid to get work. Home Depot is the same way. Lowe's is the same way. Okay, so I did giggle and did a little happy kick of joy when I was reading that the owner of Hobby Lobby put out a statement saying that his wife had a message from God in a dream and they were going to stay open and defy the Literally pick a job. But at the same time, it's like, people need stuff to do. Why can't the hobby store stay open?
Right.
Why can't the craft store stay open? Like, we have one of the biggest craft stores in northern Michigan up here, just in Houghton Lake. And it's like, can't go get that, but and people need to make, just these face masks. And
right. So a lot of it's just really ridiculous because they want us to sit there and they want us to wear masks. They want us to do this. It's not a law, but now even I have a friend who she lives in Genesee County, and she lives, I don't know how she lives. I think in Benton, and she was saying that she went to one of the local grocery stores and stuff like that. And they were like, we're not letting you in unless you have a mask on. She's like, well, I don't have a mask, so and she's sitting there, she's bitching about it. I'm like, well, it is actually technically their right. They can serve anybody that they want to or they don't want to.
Well, up here, a lot of the smaller stores and gas stations are only allowing, a certain number of people inside at a time, and I understand in a way, but.
I mean, I think that's probably not the worst thing to do, just because you get a lot of people in one area. It's hard to keep things sanitary, especially if you have only a few people actually working in the store. So it sort of makes sense. But still, it's kind of stupid. I don't know. I just whole thing is so messed up. Yeah, Detroit. No, Detroit is still open. Those assholes don't care. They don't give a shit.
No, they don't.
They don't give a shit. They only care about getting their weed, and then that's it. Getting their weed, getting their booze, getting their lottery tickets, pull tabs.
Like I saw on Instagram, one of the DJs at Menjo's had a virtual party, dance party last weekend. So I thought that was kind of cool. But at the same time, all these bars they can't be open and the restaurants they can't be open. It's hard.
Yeah, it is. Sure is.
Well, listen, kiddo, I need to get my day going. So
okay, well,
I'll
good.
Keep listening, though.
Yeah, good talking to you, and we're gonna get back to some music. If you guys want to check in and let me know what's up with you and your area, do so. But thank you, Karen, and yeah, good, awesome talking to you.
Don't forget to private me that info.
Yes, I will. I will send that to you shortly, probably in the next 5 minutes. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Much love.
Much love, guys. Okay. All right. We're gonna get back to some music, but if you have something you want to talk about, you have something you want to listen to as far as music goes, as long as it's jazz, blues, or classical music, and I am playing classical music this morning. We're gonna get back to the playlist. Kind of had a playlist, not much of one. I'm just kind of rolling with it this morning. It's the first time back in probably about a month. So I apologize, guys, that I've been gone for so long. But thank you guys for coming in and joining me. And I want to give a shout out to Lil Mamas 73, Maria, Jonathan, and Robert, and Ventress, and Karen. Thank you guys all for joining me this morning. I am doing local weather forecasts also, so if you want to know your local weather forecast, please drop your city and state below. We'll probably do that a little bit later on 9:45. I'm in Eastern time, so if you happen to be in on the West Coast in the U.S., it will be 6:45 a.m. In Mountain Time, it'll be 7:45 and in Central, it'll be 8:45. We are doing a 2-hour block of classical jazz and blues music, as well as chatting. What kind of coffee? Well, I just got so I have this called Kick Ass. Hell yeah, I love that stuff. That's good stuff. I'm actually drinking. I don't normally drink my coffee with creamer in it, but I got some Irish cream, so I decided to put a little bit. No, it's not the alcoholic stuff. It's the other stuff, just the regular stuff. Um, and yeah, so good stuff, awesome stuff. It is the best. So we are streaming also on YouTube as well, but it'll be shut off with the music playing because they don't like copyrighted content. However, I am here. We're going to be playing some music, and we are going to go ahead and we're going to play String Symphony number 6 in E flat major menuetto. Um, we'll get that started for you. And yeah, here we go. Enjoy. Um, I'll explain again uh, during the intermission, sort of between these two live broadcasts. So, anyways, I got into an argument with my sister about this exact concept because she was being a little bit overbearing. She kept on sitting there insisting that we watch all these movies and this and that and the other thing. And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, I read the Bible. I've read the Bible. I know the Bible. I know what it says about the end times and everything like that. And it says that it's gonna that he's gonna come like a thief in the night. We're not gonna know. We're not gonna expect it. In fact, it's gonna happen when it's not expected. Um, so I'm really not worried about it because first of all, it's ridiculous to worry about something I can do nothing about, and second of all, I just have to make sure that I'm good with God. I'm good with God. I have a relationship with God. I have my um, I have my beliefs and everything like that. I don't think that God is that strict. And even though I'm Catholic, Catholic so to speak, um, was that a mouse on the couch behind you? What? No, there's no. That's not a couch. Um, what are you talking about? Mouse on the couch behind me. No, there's no mice. Don't say that. Don't say that. You're mean, Robert. Robert. Anyways, so it really kind of killed me though because I was very respectful in the way I disagreed with her. However, after that, she was like, "You're a mean, bitter person, and you're so mean to everybody, and how dare you sit there and say this and that." I said nothing that was disrespectful. I said nothing that was mean. I was simply just honest with everything that was going on and how I feel. If she wants to sit there and you know if she wants to sit there and have an argument with someone, she can have an argument with somebody else because I'm not having it. But it hit me really hard and it hurt me a lot because she's sitting there and she was calling me bitter and mean and rude and everything like that. And like there's absolutely nothing wrong with the conversation I had with you. I was completely respectful. And on top of that, she was blowing up my phone for 20, 30 minutes. Um, trying to get me to talk. It was 11:30 at night. I was trying to do homework. I've been having a really hard time with trying to keep myself motivated. And in fact, I ended up dropping this class because I have just been so overwhelmed. And the class ended in in this week on the 20th, and I have not gotten anything done. I've gotten the first week's assignment done. And even though the professor has been extremely understanding and everything like that, this has been mentally exhausting for me. Mostly because I've been sitting there and watching the numbers of the number of COVID-19 cases that have been in my state, and it's literally depressing because I don't feel like it can go anyplace. So a lot of it was fear, and then the other problem was the fact that it's just okay. Talk to you later, Karen. I'm back. Yes, I am back. And also I will be back every Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to I'm gonna make sure that I do it because honestly, music is the only way that I can sit there and get through things anymore. But so I ended up having to take a little time because I was really upset about the whole thing with my sister. my oldest sister was saying, my older sister was saying that to me. It was depressing. It was killing me. Um, and it was obviously not true, but she just doesn't know me well enough to actually um, understand where I'm at. And she's getting close. She's getting up there. She's getting. She is actually getting to 50. She's got 2 boys. She is married. I don't know if it's happily or unhappily. Uh, but she's obviously got nothing else going on that she's really not happy with. So she's trying to look forward to something that probably isn't going to happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen ever, but it's probably not going to happen in our lifetimes. Um, and that's kind of the gist of it. So I had to take a little bit of time to just kind of recenter myself, and I ended up actually dropping that class actually uh, on Thursday. I had to call them and talk to them. She has an unhappy life and hope the world's end so her life can change. Yes, pretty much. I mean, that's what it kind of sounds like. She first of all, she's a small business owner. She's got so much work going on right now. People are redoing. She does reupholstery and everything like that. She actually said to my sister the other day, my mom the other day, that she wasn't going to see her 2 sons graduate. She's like, "Oh, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to see my 2 sons graduate." First of all, they're 16 and 17. I'm sorry, 16. No, 16 and 14 years old. Um, the world's not going to end in the next 5 years. Sorry, I hate to burst your bubble, but I keep on hoping that it's not going to be something like I don't know who she's listening to. I don't know who she's watching or what. I know she doesn't have like a formal church or anything like that she goes to. She had a non-denominational church that she was going to for a minute, and I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know if she's still going there or not. Um, but she is like convinced that this is the end of the world. And she wants to convince all the rest of us that it's the end of the world too, which I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. First of all, it says in the Bible, world without end. Number one. Number two, even if it does change, we're not going to know about it. So, I don't know. It might be, but we won't be able to predict it. Exactly. We don't know what God has in store for us, if God has anything in store for us at all. It might, but we won't be able to predict it. Who said the world was going to end? I have no idea. I have no idea. Um, but I mean, honestly, it plunged me into a huge, deep. It really hit me hard. It was a day or two before my older sister Jessie, who I live with, had gotten home from being sequestered downtown Detroit. So that had a lot to do with it. I was overwhelmed with the amount of work that me and my mom have been trying to do, um, trying to keep things afloat, taking care of the animals and stuff like that. My dog's relaxed now, but the first week and a half that I was home, he was like on me all the time, and there was no way to get him to just relax at all. So I had no time to sit there and do homework or anything like that. Now he's just kind of chill, but didn't always work. People keep saying that because they want some side of credibility. Right. No one can predict the world ending. People keep saying that because they want some kind of credibility, Jonathan says. Yeah, no, I agree. Um, but I don't know. It's not going to end. I'm gonna go fishing. Y'all want to join? I built to boat myself. Nope. That's okay, Robert. Every year is a new prediction. You're right. We have so many times that we're gonna end up having the world end over and over and over. But I just hope that she doesn't do something drastic. Like, I know, I keep on thinking about Waco and things like that, and And honestly, it's kind of stupid. Like, why sit there and worry about something that you have no control over? To me, it's just not helping you or anyone else if you're sitting there and you are, if you're stressing them out saying, oh, it's the end of the world. No, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. People have been saying it's the end of the world for centuries. Centuries. Hasn't happened yet. Um, hey, Drew. Welcome. Um, but yeah, that's why I kind of disappeared off a spoon for a minute. I needed to get my head right. I needed to get myself readjusted. And I was doing a lot of work on my studio slash office. So I figured I'd just make myself comfortable and make my space comfortable and just take care of things that way because I have nothing else that I can do. And I even told my sister, I was like, you know what? We really just have to take this a day at a time because we don't know what's going to happen. We can't guarantee what's going to happen. We could end up God can take us at any time. We could die at any time. Doesn't really matter whether or not uh, it's the end of the world, if you're going to be raptured or whatever. If God wants you, God wants you. He's going to take you. So it doesn't matter. But stop fucking with my head, okay? That's all I have to say. Anyways, the world's stupidity is stressing me out. I need a drink. Yeah, trust me, me and my sister, we stocked our mini fridge. We ended up getting a mini fridge for our eggs and stuff like that. But I was like, oh, hey, while we're doing that, let's get some wine and some hard cider. And I got some Corona Extra because I do love Corona Extra. But I didn't get the lime. I should have gotten the lime. But yeah, that's kind of what ended up happening. It's good to be back. But that's what it is. We could all be eradicated like the dinosaurs. The world and the world could will continue on living. Right. And in fact, the funny thing is, if you look at every place where this has hit the hardest, look at all the effects that it's happened to do. The animals are coming back. Our our environment is fixing itself. In some ways, I sit there and I think, okay, well, maybe it's not necessarily the end of the world. Maybe this is just the end of our world as we know it, which I believe that so much. I believe that so much. You know, God has a way of course correcting things. So maybe it's not necessarily the end of the world in the way that we think. Maybe this is just God being like, you know what? You guys fucked this place up enough. I'm done. I'm done with you guys fucking it up. We're gonna drop this COVID-19 virus on a good portion of the population, force you guys to shut down so that way you can sit there and get things right and get rid of a lot of the pollution, fix your rivers, fix your water, fix everything like that. And you know, maybe this is all part of God's plan. Who knows? Who knows? You know, God and life and Mother Nature are a mystery, and their ways, the world's ways, everything like that is it's a mystery. It's a mystery to everybody. We can't say we know what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. And I don't mean to sit there and be like, oh, this is God wreaking havoc on us to teach us a lesson. But hey, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it's like, you guys are too greedy. You guys are sitting there and you're ruining things that I made for you when you don't really need to do that. You could do stuff. You need to sit there and sit tight and learn how to become more spiritual beings and become more enlightened and awakened, and then also realize that your that your life is controlled by the government and you guys are allowing this stuff to happen. I mean, who knows? I don't know. The hive mentality is insane. And there's no way to really fix it except through changing everything that we've been doing. And that's what has been happening is we're changing everything we're doing. We're changing everything that we have been doing. So it's interesting. It's an interesting concept. Not to get okay, but anyways, uh, we're gonna live through this. There's gonna be a lot of people. Unfortunately, this is sad. We're gonna have a lot of people who are gonna end up dying, and for that, I am truly sad. I'm saddened by it. But a lot of this is a wake up call, not just for us to stop being so excessive in what we use, but also to stop being so, what's the word? What's the word? It's stop being so wasteful. We're wasteful with our time, we're wasteful with our money, we're wasteful with our resources. We are wasteful with we're wasteful with our food, with our water, with our energy. We're wasteful with the time that we have with our loved ones. The whole universe, the whole world is being forced to sit down and think about what they're doing with their lives. What are we doing with our lives? What are we doing that we're sitting there and replacing so much stock in things, in working, having a career, having this, having that, when our life is so fragile. Our life is so fragile. Life is fragile. Relationships that we have with other people are fragile. Yes, Phoebe is back. I would rather be I would rather admit to being wrong and have all the people that I care about around me than I would sit there and have all the money in the world. I'd rather have all the time to sit there and invest in the things that I love, like music and and nature and plants and animals and my family, than I would have $1 million. Would the $1 million be good? Yeah, it would be great because then I could take care of those people. But honestly, the more important thing is really what I'm doing right now. Do I enjoy what I'm doing? Do I enjoy what I'm doing? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. This is a time for everybody to take stock in what we're doing with our lives. And if this is what we want to be doing. Phoebe is back. Her heart grew 3 sizes that day. Okay, but if eradication occurs, this has got me thinking. I mean, that's good. That's what I want people to do. Is I want people to think because, well, I mean, everybody who has been listening to me for this amount of time, you know that I'm not about sitting there and thinking about things in one general way. I thoroughly enjoy making people think about what is going to be the best course. And not everything that I say is going to be the best course for what other people. Maybe there's people out there. Shoot, you look at all those poor people. They say that in our county, that in the state of Michigan, that we have had more people who have committed suicide since this has started because they don't have the human interaction. They're not able to get to their appointments for mental health, for anxiety, for stress, for depression. So these people, they're turning to doing anything that they can. Think about all the number of children that are sit there and they're trapped in their homes with their abusers, sexual abusers, whatever. It's one thing to sit there and to put the health of others above us, but also what about our mental health? What about our mental health? I'm an advocate for mental health. I'm an advocate for having a spiritual health, for having financial health. You have one in order, then the rest will all kind of fall in place. You don't have any of them in order, you have none of them in order, you are fucked. Repopulating will be difficult, but someone will have to save the human race. Nobody has to save the human race. Are you kidding? There's going to be a baby boom in 9 months. Are you kidding? This whole court is out of order. Kool-Aid Man, welcome. All right. Well, anyone thirsty for some Kool-Aid? Oh yeah. I'll do the thing. Okay, but keep it clean, dude. Keep it clean. All right. Kool-Aid Man. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah. Is it working? There we go. Welcome.
Oh yeah.
Love it. Everybody says, "Oh no!" I love it. Thank you, Kool-Aid Man. All right. That's great. Okay, guys. Awesome. Loudhouse 215 and SC? I'm not sure what SC is. SC. What is SC? I'll find you. It doesn't matter. Oops, sorry. Well, thank you for coming in. Snapchat. Duh. Okay. Hello. Cool. Awesome. I'm like, what? I knew what IG was, but I didn't know. I don't know why I didn't register for Snapchat. Thank you. Awesome. So I'm going to screenshot that. So that way, if you want, you can always join me. Also, guys, if you want something to do, I actually have been, I'm going to start hosting this. I'm going to start hosting more of these, but I want to start hosting a Cards Against Humanity group chat, and also a Cards Against, well, not, actually, sorry, it's Evil Apples group chat and game group on Facebook or Instagram. If you don't have Facebook, then hit me up on Instagram. It's Anomaly0923 is my Instagram if you want to join. I got a small group of people right now, but I want to get as many people as we can so we can do games of evil apples, which is like Cards Against Humanity. However, it's dirtier. So, sorry kids. I'd like to make sure that everybody is 18 or older. Please don't be easily offended because, well, I mean, honestly, it's not a game for those who are easily offended. So, yes. Let me seg. What does seg mean? All right. Anyways, okay, guys, we're gonna get back to some music. If you guys want to know your local weather forecasts, I wanted to do some, but I haven't gotten any requests yet, so I will hold off. Although we only have about 15 minutes left in this broadcast. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's anomaly0923. If you want to check me out on YouTube, I record all of my lives. I'll be running another live from probably about 10:15 to noon. I gotta go outside and go feed and water some chickens and ducks really quick, let them out, everything like that. We ended up getting more chickens for our flock, so we got some babies, and everything like that. But I will be back, and I am back for good this time. I promise. I'm not gonna disappear. I am gonna be readjusting my schedule a little bit. Wednesdays I will probably be on more often because I have the whole day off from work, and minus going to the store. I'm gonna try and do some stuff. So, yeah. In any case, we'll get back to some music, and this was a very, very light music thing this time. But I promise the next segment that I have is going to be more music. I promise. So, all right, here we go. This next song. Oh, let's see. What do we want to play? I don't know. It was really bad because I'm like I had a whole big list of music all queued up and everything like that, and I can't find any of it now. So yes, we're going to do some jazz music. Okay, 1 second here. I'll have some jazz music here. Okay. Midnight Blue by Kenny Bruel. We'll go ahead and listen to that. Then after that, we are going to listen to some classical music. And I guess maybe I'll just do the local weather forecast at the next broadcast. So, guys, here is Midnight Blue by Kenny Bruel. All right, so that was our first block of the morning brew. I'm gonna re up on some coffee and grab my egg. I got my Poochie here who loves me, and he's sitting here waiting ever so patiently for me to just pay attention to him. He just went outside. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Okay. Um. So yes, I'm here. He's sitting here and staring at my new microphone jack. I don't know if this thing's actually working. It might be, it might not be. But thank you guys for joining me this morning and watching me on YouTube as we get back into the swing of things. I'm gonna be starting another live here on YouTube, and I'm sorry, not on YouTube, on Spoon. If you want to listen to today's broadcast in its entirety, you can check it out on Spoon, spooncast.net/US, and then look me up. It is Feeblicious. That is me. And yeah, this is me. Um, I know I'm gonna be doing more broadcasts again. I'm gonna start another one. Here shortly. No, Hemi! My dog is going crazy because he's like, I want to be cheat. I want you to feed me. So I'm gonna get him some. No, don't scratch me. Don't scratch me. Stop, Hemi. He's a sweet little dog, but he's also kind of a pain in the butt at times. Stop it. No, no. Morning brew. Okay. So I'm gonna get this up and running again. And today is the 18th of April. We are going to get back to the coffee, tea, blues, jazz, and classical music this morning. Also, local weather forecasts and other things as well. So, always a pleasure, always good to sit there and hang out with you guys and chit chat and everything like that. I am glad to be back. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I really did need a moment to just kind of collect myself. Had a lot going on and a lot of changes in a very short amount of time, and a lot still going on that I just don't know. Let's face it, we are never gonna go back to what it was before. Life is not going to return back to the way it was before, and in ways I am okay with that. Um, I really hope that some things will stick. Like for example, I'm really hoping that things like, for example, me working from home will stick at least for a little while. It would be nice. Um, if we can, if they will allow us to continue to work at home at my job, I would be absolutely thrilled, completely and totally thrilled. Um, if if we were to do other things, I mean, I would be beyond words for that. If it's actually going to happen, I don't know. It would be nice. I'm putting that into my energy field, into my vortex for manifestation. Hopefully that's something that we can continue to do because I like being home. I like being home with my mom and my dog, and being able to make us a good meal during lunchtime, and being able to go outside and go visit with my chickens and ducks and everything like that. That is a wonderful thing. If it's going to be something that I can do, I don't know. Probably, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'll be going ahead and starting up a new live here on Spoon Radio. Blues, classical, jazz music with coffee, tea, conversation, and weather. And then, yeah, we are set to go ahead. I am taking calls this morning as well. So if you want to join me this morning, you can do so. Simply get on there. And unfortunately, you have to join my stream on Spooncast, and you actually have to actually have an account. So there's that. All right, but we are gonna go ahead and start with some more music this morning. Gonna go ahead get this started. Yeah. Um. Oh. All right. Here we go. Welcome everyone. Welcome back to the Morning Brew. I'm your host, Phoebe Veronica Atwood. I want to welcome you guys again for joining me. Welcome back, Adventurous, and welcome back, Karen. Welcome, new listener, Kendra White. We listen to jazz, classical, and blues music every Saturday and Sunday morning from 8 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. And with that, we are well. I'm kicking it back off again. I was doing it for a long time. I had a personal crisis where I had to sit there and take some time off, due to all this crap that was going on. Um, and now I'm back, and I'm not going anywhere. I promise, guys. So look forward to more jazz, blues, and classical music and more programming. Also, if you want to check me out on Facebook, you can join my Facebook group, Feeblelicious Radio. I post all of my playlists and everything like that. I'm a little bit behind, so I apologize, guys, but I really haven't been on a lot. I'm also working on my YouTube channel and my content for my YouTube channel, which if you want to check me out on YouTube, it's just Feeblelicious, P-H-O-E-B-E. I'm sorry, P-H-O-E-B-A-L-I-C-I-O-U-S, Feeblelicious. And yeah, we're going to get back into some more jazz. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and play that song, continue with that song. That was Sunny Stitt with Easy Does It. We'll actually start that song over. After this, we're going to be listening to some classical music. Haven't decided what yet, but I will have a announcement about that. And if you want to know what your local weather forecast is, please drop your city and state below. And yeah, and I will go ahead and I will get that information for you, and we will do it at about 10:45. If you're on the East Coast, that would be 7:45 a.m. If you're in General Mountain Time, that is 8:45 a.m. And if you are in Central, that would be 9:45 a.m. So yeah. Also look forward to more programming on Wednesdays. I think I'm probably either gonna do I'm not sure what. Um, we're gonna be doing that. And then also if you want to be social in this time, I know everybody's going through some stuff right now, but as long as you don't get easily offended or anything like that, you are welcome to join me in my Facebook group friends and also Instagram friends as we play Evil Apples. It's an app. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Of course, you can buy expansion packs and everything like that. I have a good friend of mine by the name of Blake who actually he runs his every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Usually starting at 7 p.m. and going till 10. So you are welcome to join with that. It's a bunch of people from Michigan just trying to stay social, trying to stay active, trying to stay not going crazy with this quarantine going on. So if you want to hit me up, if you want the information, drop something below. Drop something to me on Facebook, Phoebe Veronica Atwood. Um, the same name. I also have a page for this radio station as well. So message me there, and I will put that information up. otherwise, yeah, I really am happy to see you guys here. I hope you enjoyed the music. And if you have a request for anything jazz, blues, or classical, please drop it below. I will go ahead and I will play it for you. I'm more than happy to. All right. Whoops, that was Easy Does It by, again, Sunny Stitz with Stitt-ins with the Anderson Trio. All right, so we are going to be playing some classical music this morning as well. Hopefully, you got your cup of coffee and you're enjoying the music. And if you do, please make sure to join me, follow me, and of course, follow me on YouTube as well. It's Feeblicious, just Feeblicious. Going to be continuing with doing some music and things like that today. And here we go. We're going to actually go on with, of course, some classical. So here we go. We have Mandolin Concerto in C major, by Ira Presti and Alessandre Lagoya. This is an arrangement for two guitars and orchestra. This is Allegro 3. Here we go. I hope you guys enjoy the music. And again, if you want to know what your local weather forecast is, drop your city and state below, and I will go ahead and find that information for you at the top of the hour, or, well, 10:45 or 11. Okay? Great, guys. Here it is, Mandolin. We are going to go ahead and continue with some more music, but yes, I am so happy. I'm so happy to be back. Even though this has been a very challenging time, it's actually gotten me a chance to sit there and get my studio in order, which is awesome. Hopefully, maybe I can start recording some music as well in the near future. I've been picking up my guitar and playing that a little bit. Picking up my violin and playing that a little bit as well. So excited to be doing that. I don't know if I'll be doing anything live. If I do anything on Spoon with my violin or guitar or anything like that, it's probably going to be recorded as a podcast because I'm really nervous about playing stuff for other people. And unfortunately, I am a perfectionist when it comes to playing music. I'm extremely critical of myself. So, now, if you want to watch me live on YouTube, it's Feeblicious. Just join me there. And yeah, here we are. All right, we're gonna get back to the music though. This is Vince Guaraldi on Green Dolphin Street. We're gonna play that song next, and then we're gonna be jumping to some jazz as well. Not sure what song yet, but it will be some jazz. I don't know what. So here we are on Green Dolphin Street. Vince Guaraldi. Enjoy. If I have a few people here that I know where know what cities they live in or near, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple of them. But we'll do that in probably about 5 minutes. For now, though, I'm gonna switch back to some classical music, and therefore here is the Holberg Suite, Opus 40, Preludium, Allegro Vivace by the Gothenburg Symphony Orchestra and Nime Jarvi. This by Grieg. And yeah, so here we go. We're going to listen to that. The Holberg Suite, Opus 40. Welcome, Bunny. So hopefully my show has been a little bit of brightness, a little bit of happiness here in your life, and I'm able to help you with through this hard time. If you want to join me for some games, things like that, you can actually join my Facebook group, which is Feeblicious Radio. I'm trying to get a community together, so get a group together of people of like-minded individuals, or even just, it doesn't matter if you're like-minded, but people who love music. People who love music, have great senses of humor, who aren't easily offended and everything like that, and just people to have a good time together. And we are going to start by doing maybe weekly Card Against Humanity or actually Evil Apple games on the Evil Apple's app. It's a free app. It's free to play. Doesn't cost anything. Can use it on any iPhone, Apple phone, any Apple device, any
Android device, anything. Just got to look for Evil Apples. And you can play with your friends online. You can join, you can host them for free and everything like that. You can even play with people randomly throughout the internet. So, just an idea. If you're interested in doing that, just hit me up either on Facebook, Phoebe Veronica Atwood, or you can hit me up on Instagram. It's anomaly0923, or you can just hit me up on my Facebook group, Feeblicious Radio, as well, and we can do that. Um, we're gonna go ahead though. I do have a request for local weather forecast, so we're gonna get that for the next 5 days. First of all, starting with Reno, Nevada, and then we'll actually go off to the West Coast because I know my folks there on the West Coast are starting to wake up a little bit, a little, getting their coffee, getting started, getting their day started as well. If you are anyplace else, please go ahead, drop your city and state below, and I will give you your local weather forecast for the next 5 days. All right. And hopefully you guys will enjoy the rest of this show today. And of course, if you have a request for any kind of music that you'd like to hear, as far as jazz, blues, and classical music, please drop it below, and I will go ahead and I will play it for you. Um, yeah, I'll get that set for you here. So, all right, currently in Reno, Nevada, it is 43 degrees. It feels like 41. Got a high of 64 today with a low of 40. For the next 5 days, you can expect that there's actually not going to be any rain either. It's going to be a clear, somewhat cloudy day, though, today. No rain tonight, but maybe later on this week. Not very much of a chance of rain, but you're looks like there's a 20% chance of rain kind of lingering throughout the week. Sunday on April 19th, mostly sunny skies, mostly cloudy skies, high of 61, low of 38. 20% chance of rain. Tuesday, April 21st, mostly sunny skies with a high of 67 and a low of 41. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high of 72 and a low of 45, though. So, starting to get warmer there towards the end of the week. And actually, into next week, it's going to start getting warmer for you as well. Not a whole lot of chance of rain. Looks like later next week and coming towards the beginning of May, you're looking for well, you can look forward to a little bit of rain, not a lot, but a little bit of chance of rain. And yes, patio work, amazing. I love doing patio work. Great day to go out and just relax and get your vitamin D in. You know, that's what they say is actually good for upper respiratory, to prevent upper respiratory diseases, is to actually get out and get some sun. Go get the exercise. Make sure you take lots of vitamin D, make sure to go outside, get at least 20 minutes of sun every day. Go get some exercise, get some fresh air. And it's also a great way to combat the sadness, the loneliness of everything that's going on right now. Currently in San Francisco, California, it is 55 degrees. And today there is going to be a high of 60, low of 51. It's going to be clouds in the morning here in San Francisco and sun in the afternoon. Sunday, sunny with partly cloud. Well, it's going to be partly cloudy skies with a high of 51, low of 51. And Monday, the 20th, in San Francisco, clouds in the morning and sun in the afternoon. Sunny skies on Tuesday with a high of 62 and a low of 52. And then partly cloudy skies on Wednesday, the 23rd, with a high of 66 and a low of 55. Not much of a chance of rain, but it is going to be humid out there in San Francisco. So, again, um, dress in layers and keep yourself well hydrated and everything like that. But get out there and get some sun if you can. Even if you go out in your backyard or you happen to go outside your apartment building or anything like that out there in San Francisco, get out there, get some sun. In La Rose, Louisiana, it is currently 73 degrees. With a high today, you're going to have a 76 with a low of 71. Thunderstorms in the afternoon there. And then, I'm sorry, Sunday, also thunder. storms in the afternoon with a high of 82 though and a low of 67. So it's going to be pretty humid and pretty wet out there and 50% chance of rain. Monday, mostly sunny skies on April 20th, the high of 83, low is 62. And Tuesday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 82 and a low is 64. Wednesday, look for mostly cloudy skies with a high of 81, low of 73. And then Thursday, look for scattered thunderstorms with a high of 81 and a low of 64. Next up, we have Portland, Oregon. We're getting up on our west coast there. Currently in Portland, Oregon, 49 degrees Fahrenheit with showers today. High 58, low of 48, 80% chance of rain. Sunday, the 20th, partly cloudy skies. High is 67, a low of 45. Monday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 73, a low of 46. And then Tuesday, partly cloudy skies with I'm sorry, the 20th. I'm sorry, 20th, a high of 73 and a low of 46. Tuesday, April 21st, partly cloudy skies with a low of 65 and a I'm sorry, low of 50 and a high of 65. Did it cut out there for a second? I had somebody on Facebook who tried to contact me, which I don't really want to talk to them because I don't know who they are. They're from South Africa and they keep on harassing me. Can you guys hear me? Look, it's Bob Ross. Hello, welcome, Bob Ross. Okay. All right. And then Wednesday in Portland, Oregon, look for a high 60 and a low of 49. Thursday, showers in the morning with a high of 64 and a low of 44. All right, so that was our local weather forecast for San Francisco, Reno, Nevada, Portland, Oregon, and La Rose, Louisiana. We are going to also look at some others here. If you want to know your local weather forecast for the next 5 days, drop your city and state below, and I'll be happy to go ahead and out here in Michigan. Sunny skies, beautiful, a little bit crisp, a little bit chilly, and perfect day for some coffee and just curling up with a nice book, but also a great day for going out there and going for a hike. Don't know if I'll be able to go for a hike. Unfortunately, a lot of our trails and things here have been closed down to prevent people from overcrowding the parks and such. Hopefully, though, this will all be over soon, and we can go about our days and live our lives like they would. I know a lot of people are struggling with this whole social distancing. I don't really want to call it social distancing, but this whole physical distancing that we have going on. But keep in mind, you can still be social and still be distant. I have plenty of friends that I have here that I know both that I have met through Spoon, and I have friends that I have met and I've been friends with for many years, many years. And we are talking, we're doing things like playing games online. Thank God for gaming in a way because we can keep in touch in that way. Do what you can. I know it's hard. I know it can be difficult. I can't imagine having a relationship right now during this particular time because honestly, things are so messed up and it's ridiculous. That said, guys, you got to step up your game. I'm so sick of hearing you guys sit there and say stuff like, hey, baby, you want to quarantine and chill? No. The answer is no. I don't even know you. However, it's wonderful to be back on Spoon here. I'm enjoying getting back to broadcasting and everything like that. And I really severely hope that people start thinking about things differently. We had a little bit of a discussion earlier about how this is a wake up call. Whether it's God's wake up call to us, Mother Nature's wake up call to us, I don't know what it is, but it's basically the world sitting there and saying, hey guys, you need to slow the fuck down. You're being wasteful with your time, wasteful with your resources, wasteful with your relationships, having unhealthy relationships, having relationships that are contrary to your spiritual growth, and quite frankly, you're having a lot of very unhealthy relationships. Maybe ones that are based on the um, ability to go out and go party and drink and do whatever. It's time for you to rethink all factors in your life. Are you really happy? Maybe this is a sabbatical, a forced sabbatical for you, which sucks. But this is a way for us to reflect and grow and really look into our spiritual, personal, and emotional and everything, mental growth. Maybe for us to awaken, maybe for us to look around, take a look around, and see the things that are wrong with our society and fix them. We don't have much time on this little planet. In fact, we blink and our days are gone. I know that's been the case with me, and you can't sit there and dwell on everything, but you can try and make things better. Every day is a chance to make things better. Make sure to reach out to those friends of yours who are introverts, those people out there who say that they are introverts, but they really aren't. They're actually very social people. Make them realize that you're still there for them. You still care, especially if you have friends and family members who happen to live alone or anything like that. Make sure to reach out to them because I know that the number of suicides and everything like that has increased. And most of it is because people just don't know how to deal. Life is very precious. I don't care if it's someone who is sick. I don't care if it's someone who is your friend that lives hundreds of miles away, if they're right down the street, whatever. This pandemic is going to wake up a lot of people to a lot of different things, and we have to make some new choices now. We see the earth healing, we see things changing, we see state governments being overly tyrannical in their handling of these situations. Just make sure that whatever you do, you don't let yourself be pushed into a corner. Don't let yourself be pushed into a situation where you can't get your rights back. We don't have a whole lot of time left in this particular stream. Got about an hour. And Ventura says, "No, you're good. Hearing is perfect." I'm assuming you're probably talking about when I was talking about the crazy men who just don't understand what actual courting is. Yes, hell to the no. You guys have to get a little bit more creative than just sitting there and saying, "Hey, want to quarantine and chill." Um, and then of course, yeah, adventurous. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it this morning in the first stream that I did. This is going to be an opportunity for people to really look at what they're doing in their lives and hopefully see what it is they're doing and see if they're actually happy or not. Sabbatical or not, if you're working as an essential worker, if you are not working, if you are indefinitely unemployed, time for us to look at what we need to do. With that, we're going to get back into some music though, because we want to keep this going. We want to keep our heads up. We want to keep working towards spiritual and emotional and mental enlightenment and growth and expansion. We are survivors. Now, we are not just survivors, we are going to be thrivers in this. But if you want to, if you want to, you can always reach out to friends and family. If you want to sit there and hang out or chat or anything like that, you can either leave me something on my notice board, or if you want, you can join me on Facebook, Phoebe Veronica Atwood. I am starting a community so that way we can get together, play games, do stuff like that. I have a Facebook group for Feeblelicious Radio, but I'm also going to start a social let's see, not social, social group for physical distance. So that way you can still be social, you can still sit there and interact with people and everything like that. Um, and share things that are uplifting and have a good time, converse with people and everything like that, and still be distant with people. All right, we're going to get back to the music though. So, our next song, we are going to get back to some jazz. Next up, what we have I Will Remember April by Miles Davis. Here we are. Hope you guys enjoy the music. And then YouTube folks, if you're watching me, check me out on Spoon if you want to hear the full broadcast, unfiltered. That was I'll Remember April by Miles Davis. Oh, what a April to remember. All right, we are going to get back to some classical music. Our next song, this is the Jacobin, Jacobin, Opus 84, Act 2 Prelude, the Slovak State Philharmonic Orchestra with Korsike. Or I'm not sure. This is by Dvorak, so we'll go ahead and we'll play that next. Then we're gonna get back to some blues, some jazz, some classical. You know the drill. Um, Again, if you are enjoying this, make sure to follow me on here as a fan. Add me and become a fan. Also, join me on Facebook, Phoebe Veronica Atwood. You can also join my Facebook group, Feeblicious Radio. I will put all of my playlists and everything like that up on YouTube as well. They're all public, they're all free. All the music on here is free. Might have to deal with some ads. I pay for the YouTube and Google Play Premium, so that way I don't have to deal with ads. But and it's worth it. It's totally worth it. But yeah, that's what's going on. All right, here we go. This next song. This is Lars. I'm sorry, Jacobin, Opus 84, Act 2, Prelude. Enjoy. I will always advocate for mental health, and sometimes if you need to, it's okay to just take time to not be okay. Which was kind of the case for a minute there. I had like 2 days where I was just like, I'm just gonna stay in bed, not do anything, and maybe play video games and eat and sleep, and that's it. And that's what I did, and it was great. Um, and then I sat there and I organized and cleaned. And then I spent 2 days just sitting there and cleaning everything and organizing my office slash studio. So now my office slash studio is back up and running. I got new strings on my guitar and everything like that. So, hey, Goose. Oh my God, it's a goose. Oh my God, Goose. I love you, Goose. Goose, I got actually started playing that game, the Untitled Goose Game. Holy crap. I love that game. So damn good. Yes, maintain yourself. It's so funny because my mom actually fell asleep watching me play the Untitled Goose Game, and it's actually really funny. There's my puppy dog. He's decided to come and join me. He's like, "When are you gonna come play with me?" Don't worry, Pooh. About 45 minutes to an hour, we'll get back to. We'll go outside. We'll go play. Okay? Maybe I'll take you to the pet store because that's one thing they haven't shut down here in Michigan. I don't know. We'll see. I went to the Bay to visit my best friend. Oh, that's so awesome. Honk, honk, honk. I feel like I should play the Untitled Goose Game later. I will, probably. My dog looks so tired. He looks so mad right now. He's like, "Why aren't you paying attention to me?" It's funny. And I woke up late and my best friend is taking my dog. Aww. Oh, boyfriend. BF. Boyfriend. Gotcha. I need a boyfriend. You don't need a boyfriend. Oh, Big Ford. Okay, you want a big Ford. That's cool though. That's sweet. Aw. Yeah, we're not allowed to leave our houses and go visit other people at their houses in Michigan. So yeah, our governor's a jerk. We started the quarantine together, then went our separate ways. Aw. You know, it's hard. It's hard. It's a hard thing to do. Um, especially if you're new in a relationship, you know. Then you either have to decide, am I gonna stick it out with this person and be with them the entire time, or am I going to do my own thing and have my own space? Sometimes it's good to have your own space. So now we're like, well, I know you don't have it. You've been quarantining, right? Right. Yeah, I mean, we took our own space. Yeah. You know, it's perfectly healthy. Especially I think people are going to start realizing that they need to have their own space. And I brought it up once before. I'm not gonna do it again because I'm gonna end up being on. It's only been 3 weeks, so I'm like, I can just drive to you for the weekend. There you go. See, that works. You need to be able to go out and go visit the people that you love and care about. Otherwise, you end up getting depressed. Hey, stop it! Why are you chewing on me? And my dog is like, I'm gonna chew on you now. No, don't do that. I don't want to be chewed on. He's trying to get me. I'm over this whole thing. Like, I want to go visit with my parents, but they're 50 plus. Yeah, yeah. That's what they're saying is, um, huh, I'm kind of done with this too, but I'm done with it because, well, I mean, we need to still be able to have our lives. Just because we're quarantining doesn't mean that we give up our rights. Doesn't mean that we should be giving up our abilities and anything like that to to pretty much go about everything. We can't. It's not sustainable. It's not emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, economically sustainable for us to be doing this for the duration of this. We have to be able to go back. And I mean, the thing is, they do say that with viruses, if you do get exposed to it, then you may be able to build up a tolerance. People are literally starting to kill themselves from the isolation. It's true. It's true. We keep on seeing all that happening here up in Michigan. If you have Facebook and you happen to see the talking kitty guy, he actually committed suicide on Thursday, which is sad because I loved watching his videos. I loved Talking Kitty. Talking Kitty was hilarious, and I'm heartbroken about that because, like, yeah. So if you've been isolating and still haven't shown symptoms, I'm like, why are we in lockdown? Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, and then some people don't ever show any symptoms uh, because some people just aren't affected in that way. Um, my mom, my sister are convinced now that we've already had it. In fact, my sister, she actually went down to Detroit and she got tested because she is an essential worker and they offered to have her get tested for COVID-19 before she returned back to work. So she's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And she came back negative. I mean, we thought that she would probably come back negative. Now, they also have an antibody test, which would be great if everybody could take the antibody test because that will help us with being able to find find out who has already been exposed and survived it and is okay, and it can allow us to be able to come up with some sort of vaccine or something like that to be able to actually take care of those who are vulnerable. I think the populations at risk should be quarantined, but everyone else should just be working. I agree. I agree. Tests are just in short supply right now. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and some people might argue, oh, well, a lot of people have underlying health problems that they don't realize that they have. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But, you know, it's one of those things. So fingers crossed the craziness ends soon. I hope so. I'm not going to lie. I'm enjoying working from home, though. I really am. I hope don't stop that. But my company, they decided that, we're not going to go, we're going to go back in a staggered fashion, and we're gonna do things the best we can because that's the best we can do. So I like being home with my dog. I like being home with my mom. Um, I like being able to make a good meal for us on my lunch break. I like being able to go outside, go play with my dog, go play with my chickens. Yes, workers at home unite! Yay! Yes, exactly. And but I mean, it's one of those things that we don't we don't know how long this is going to be happening. Go play frisbee on lunch. Yay! Yeah, exactly. Hi Lori, welcome. Yes, I have chickens. I have a small, well, it's not really small anymore. I have a flock of chickens and ducks, Peking ducks and chickens, various breeds of chickens and ducks. Um but I take care of them. I sit there and I'm a chicken tender. I'm literally a chicken tender. So yeah, but we raise the chickens for eggs. We don't eat them. Um, we eat the eggs. We don't raise the chickens to eat the chickens. So we probably should because there's a rooster that I need to kill off because he's an asshole. Oh, sorry, he's a jerk. Um, I'm a chicken tender. But anyways, yeah. So I mean, I have things that I can do. I have plenty of stuff that I can do at home. I'm not really I'm an ambivert, so I enjoy having people around, but I still need my time to sit there and do my own thing, and I can pretty much do my own thing until I get bored, and then after that, then I get frustrated, and I'm like, I need to go do stuff. But at that point, my idea of going and doing stuff is going out and going for a hike or going for a walk around the park, and stuff like that. Care if I call in? Yeah, sure, go for it. Let me know if you do want to sit there and chat, then please, call on in and we can chat for a little bit. We got about 40 minutes left in this broadcast. So if you have something you want to talk about, then yeah. I'm Manuel. And actually, I'm also on YouTube right now. So if you do call in, you'll be on my YouTube channel. Woo! Okay, here we are. Emmanuel. Oh, hopefully you can hear me. Come on. Come on. Connect. All right. Welcome, Emmanuel. Thank you for calling in. Good morning or good afternoon. Well, for me, it's afternoon, almost afternoon.
Yeah, well,
But it's okay. It's all good.
it's morning for me still.
Yeah, California, West Coast, right?
Wait, me?
Yeah, you in the West Coast?
No, I'm on the east.
Oh, well, okay, okay. I was gonna say it's okay. Well,
it's a half hour before noon, so
technically,
much
technically, I am live on YouTube actually. So I'm in Michigan, so I'm in.
Oh yeah.
So I'm in Eastern, but to me, I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, close
Michigan's
enough.
Michigan's whack right now, fam.
Yeah, for sure. That's a thing.
I've seen the news. I'm like, dang. Ooh,
Yeah. It's well, and I mean, I didn't go and go protest, but I'm glad that people did protest because First of all, she's overreaching. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people actually know what's going on. So in Michigan, we have a governor who, first of all, she's been picking fights with the president ever since day one. She hasn't been sitting there and filing things like she should, so she delayed our help that we were getting, that we were supposed to be getting. And yet she turned around. She would constantly blame the Fed, which that's dumb because you don't file the paperwork with FEMA, you're not going to get the help. Sorry, that's there's a process for everything. So do your damn job.
Right.
and
It's
and
frustrating.
yeah, and then on top of that, now we are not allowed to buy paint in stores, not in the big box stores. They yeah, paint. However,
What are you like 12 all over the state now?
oh my god, no, 5. We can't plant seeds. we can't plant things. We can't paint things. We can't buy furniture. We can't go and travel to our second homes if we have cottages or something else. However, people from other states, if they have property in Michigan, they can travel to their summer homes, no problem.
Huh,
And then
crazy.
oh, and what's even funnier? I mean, I understand why liquor stores are still open because a lot of them still have groceries and stuff like that. In cities like Detroit that don't have a
Yeah.
whole lot of grocery stores, that's where people get their groceries, as they get it from the liquor store. So I get that. But you can still buy liquor, you can still buy lotto tickets, and you can still buy weed because dispensaries are considered essential. So we can smoke our grass.
What?
But we can't cut our grass and we can't plant any grass. So what the hell?
But we can smoke it.
But we can smoke it.
Mm.
So to me, like, okay, this is pretty fucked up. And then on top
But
of
hey,
that,
I didn't mean to get off on a tangent.
Oh,
Let's,
no.
let's change gears on something so stupid and so depressing.
oh no, you're right. So
Music,
yep.
like,
But yeah, that's what's going on because a lot of people are like, well, and I think more of it is the protest though was more about they started with that. What else are they going to sit there and want to try to take away from
Yeah,
us? You know. So,
yeah,
but
let's
anyways,
change
moving on.
gears. Let's change gears.
Right.
This is I'm pretty new to this whole Spoon app. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
New people. I came here for the music aspect.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. A lot of really talented people on here. It's cool.
Definitely is. I mostly so I usually stream on Saturdays and Sundays from 8 a.m. to noon, and we do classical jazz and blues music during this, and then I also have another. I actually have a couple of other shows. I actually took a small hiatus from Spoon and everything like that recently, and I'm just returning back. But I'm back for good now, so yay!
You play any instruments?
I do actually. I play 11 different instruments.
What's your favorite?
Well, my favorite is probably violin. I've played that the longest.
God, I hate you so much. This stuff.
I'm sorry. I've been playing violin for 20 years, and then
Dang, girl.
yeah, and I also am a vocalist. I don't really sing on Spoon because I am a perfectionist when it comes to it. Although I did just get a really nice studio mic, so I plan on working on some music since.
What mic did you get?
Well, I have a what is this called? I don't know which one I got. I actually ended up getting it from Facebook Marketplace, and then I have a
Hey, that worked.
I have a friend who actually I have to go and pick up another mic that I got. It's a really nice, expensive one, and he's selling it to me for $30, and it's like $140 mic. Like, but I can't remember the name of I can't remember the name of it. So I'm like, okay, but I don't know. But I just got the nice rig and everything like that because yeah, mostly I DJ.
Do you record? Have you recorded any?
When I was very young, I recorded one thing, and I haven't recorded anything else since. So
You change that. I'm actually starting to get into the game.
yeah,
Speaker recording and whatnot. So I'm pretty pumped for that.
yeah. I've actually started started doing some stuff where I've been playing around with some music mixers and things like that, so I can try and
Yeah.
make some EDM because I do love EDM, but
Okay.
I
You
just
like
don't.
you like kind of indie?
I do everything. So I
Sweet.
I do everything. So I love jazz and classical music. I actually trained for. I started actually doing classical training for music when I was about 11 years old, and I
Okay.
actually wanted to become an opera singer. So I can sing. I sing.
Dang.
I sing arias and things like that. I can do Carmen and stuff. But yeah, sing do
That's
re
awesome.
mi
I freaking love just the
opera.
whole exposure to theory that classical training gives an individual. Like I was training classical piano for about 11 years.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Yeah.
I hated it at first, but now I'm like, you know what? This is really cool.
Well, it's super. And I
My
mean,
parents forced me to continue.
right. Well, it's like so many people just have pianos just because.
Yeah,
And
it's like a social status.
yeah,
I,
it pretty much is. And then you can, but can they actually play it? Probably not.
no.
But yeah, I mean that, and there's just so much. I mean, I play violin. That's my main instrument. I do play a little bit of guitar, but not very well. But I
Okay.
also play viola, cello.
Oh,
Um,
mainstream instruments. Okay.
yes, piano. Um, do play a little bit of flute, but I'm really terrible at it. Saxophone, clarinet.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I worked at a music store for 3 years after I got out of high school, so I cleaned instruments, and I wanted to go into music professionally. And initially, I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to become an opera singer." And I was like, "No, I have really bad stage fright, and I can't stand competing against people, so that's a bad idea."
That would have some somewhat of a bearing.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then on top of that, then I was like, "Well, maybe I could teach." And I was like, no, I don't want to teach because I started teaching a year into my degree, and I was like, I don't want to deal with the parents. it's not it's not the kids. I love the kids. The kids are fun, but the
Right. It's just the
parents
whole.
are
Yeah.
terrible. So,
Yes.
but some artists that I like, well, oh, I like a lot of different artists.
There you go.
I
Hey,
have I'm very eclectic. But do you want to play something, Emmanuel?
I can. It's just do you mind if I get my stuff? It's gonna
Yeah, that's
kind
fine.
of out and about right now, but give me about like 15 minutes. I can be back.
Yeah, sure. I will. Let's see. I think we have some time. That's no problem.
All right.
But yeah, for
15
sure.
minutes at max, and then I'll be back. Sound good?
Sounds good to me. So,
All right.
all
Cool.
right,
I'll be
cool.
back. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Cool. Love having artists and stuff like that come and sing for us and everything like that on the stream. So artists that I like, love Erica Badu. I love a lot of old stuff too. Suzanne Vega, if anybody happens to know who Suzanne Vega is. Um, Marion Hill, Lauren. I'm sorry, Marion. Marion Hill. Yeah, Marion Hill. Um, Nora Jones, Sade. Those are just a couple of singers. I used to like Sarah Bareilles, but now I'm not so sure because some of her music has kind of just been eh. I do like some poppy stuff, but honestly, I don't know. I actually tend to be more kind of towards the indie people or folk people. Um, I also really love who else I love. I like a lot of odd music too. I do have an all request show, but it's actually on Wednesday nights, and I haven't been doing it up until, well, I'm going to start doing it again coming this Wednesday from 10 to midnight. Every Wednesday, I stream music. I do love Regina Spektor and Florence and the Machine. They're awesome. Can I sing into their songs? No. No. Not on their own. Um, not all on their own. I actually, it's, you know what? I did record something recently. I actually did a couple of songs. I did some Alanis Morissette recently because I do love Alanis Morissette, and I recorded the song "Thank You" on, what was it? I can't remember. It's an app that's like a karaoke app, so I did do that. Also, there was a song by Etta James that I really love. Um, Someone to Watch Over Me. I love that song. Sheryl Crow. I love Sheryl Crow. You need to sit. Can you sit, please, sir? Do you want to go outside, go potty? All right, we're gonna let my dog out really quick, and I will continue. And the neighbors want to cut a tree that is over our fence, but it's still on our property technically. So I don't want to go into all that again. I already went through that once earlier and explained what it is, but I get, I'm happy that people are protesting because when there is an overreach of government, it doesn't actually mean that it's because people are just having a fit and are having a hissy fit, because there's actually a violation of our rights as constitutional rights. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to leave it as, and we'll just leave it at that. I have been in Indiana, but anyways, okay. Yes, good to call in again. Honey, mom, what are you doing? Why are you going outside? There's not anything we can do. On top of that, they're sitting there and they're it's not their property that they're trying to cut it on. Anyways, the best neighbors are fences, and I can't make a fence that is high enough, tall enough, or long enough for them to sit there and so I don't know. Let me see. Now I'm wondering if I should look up the tree laws for the state of Michigan. I don't know. No, I'm not going to. We'll mess with that later. Man. Anyways, I don't really care. God. Sorry, I'm trying to decide if I should even bother with this, continuing the broadcast or what, because I'm wondering if I'm going to have to sit there and be a wondering if I have to sit there and be a what's it called with what's it called, sing opera at your neighbors and tell them how much you despise them. I would, but it's not really worth it. Oh man, such a waste of energy. I don't really care, but it's like she's sitting there and she's got her dog. She doesn't have her dog under control. They're just letting their dog sit there and yap at, and I'm trying to get my dog to come in, and they're fucking dog is always all over their fucking yard. They're just assholes. Anyways, okay. Sing opera at my neighbors. You can't cut the tree. I don't care if they cut the fucking limb. They can go ahead and cut the fucking limb. It doesn't even matter. Anyways, I'm so frustrated right now. I'm just really frustrated because they let their fucking dog out of their yard and the fucking dog runs over into our front yard all the damn time. I catch them at least 3 or 4 times a week grabbing their dog in front of our property and taking it back to their house. They need to keep their goddamn dog on a leash if they're not going to sit there and watch on the dog or keep the dog near them. My dog's under control. No, it isn't. It's fucking barking and yapping and running back and forth against the fence with my dog. Property, lady. Anyways, sorry. I'm super frustrated. My dog is... Don't even know if I should sit there and do anything. We have 3 acres of land. So, whatever. And they're sitting there bitching about our chickens. My dog's name is Henry. Okay, you know what? We're going to get back to playing some music in case, because I might have to run outside and intervene and be, and take care of things. So, here we go. I'm just going to put some music on real quick, guys. I'll be back shortly. Hopefully, this is not going to take long. And we're going to make sure this is all set. So, here is Stardust by Ben Webster, the Verve Jazz Masters 43. Thank you. We have about 10 minutes left. That was A.M. by Eddie Harris, Exodus to Jazz, the 1961 album. Before that, we had Moon River, which was remastered by Henry Mancini and his orchestra from the original soundtrack of Breakfast at Tiffany's. And before that, we had Stardust by Ben Webster. We're going to go back to some classical music. Sorry for the brief interlude there, guys. I had to go ahead and handle some business with our neighbors. Just being kind of jerky neighbors, honestly. But we'll move on from that. Oh, the best neighbors make fences, and I don't care how much of a fence it is. They are just complete and utter jackasses. I do not like my neighbors. I didn't choose them. I never will be able to. I just want to live my life and not have to worry about terrible neighbors. And it's never not gonna happen. Got it from both sides. Anyways, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to some music. Here we are. Next song. This is Papillon Opus 2 Prestissimo by Stefan Blager. Enjoy. Just that, I hope these insane people don't live at this area for much longer. We don't plan on selling anytime soon, so, like I was telling my mom, now that they're sitting there and saying that, well, maybe if you decide to, sell the house, well, guess what? Now I have to stay here till I die. And my kids, and everybody else, too. So, they can go fuck themselves. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I guess I did. This has been The Morning Brew with Phoebe Veronica Atwood and Phoebelicious Radio. Want to thank you guys again for joining me this morning as we listen to jazz, classical, and blues music, have some coffee and conversation, tea and talk. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I will see you tomorrow morning, Sunday, April 19th, right here on Feeblicious Radio. Stay cool, stay healthy. Don't forget to wash your hands and, of course, stay 6 feet away from everybody. Until next time, see you on the flip side. And keep that coffee brewing for me. Have a good night, guys. Wonderful day.